Greetings, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ascendancy, Episode 4, Mapping the Core. Question for you guys. Should I take survey missions or survey the Constellation's nearest core? Should I let missions dictate where I head to, or should I try to survey all of the core? So surveying the core, the advantage of that is if we could find good colony candidates near core, the accessibility goes up, the trade potential goes up. There's a lot of advantages to being near other planets that you don't get out in the rim of the galaxy. But it really depends on what your end goals are. To become a powerful faction, trade is kind of necessary, unless we supply everything internally, which is sometimes hard to do. But ultimately, I think whatever the best colony potential solar systems that we find, that's what we'll settle on. You know, I'm not going to try to fight against the flow, in other words. And one more minute to vote on that while I ditch all the stuff we just bought. So my faction relationships, let's see. Basically neutral across the board, but welcoming to the independents because I've been mostly taking independent contracts. So I definitely have enough of a nest egg. Whoa, I'm surprised they didn't attack me. That I could, oh, I have administrators again. That I can essentially ignore having to take missions to pay the bills for quite some time, now that we have the nest egg that we have, which would allow me to do a whole bunch of very good survey. And that seems to be the popular option. Oh! Alright. Well, I'll read this. So, you take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely-looking establishment. As you enter the bar, you are buffeted by the human white noise of conversation and revelry. Ad hollows buzz softly from ceiling-mounted units, shining garish highlights through glasses and bottles as spacers crews mingle with merchants and locals trading drinks for rumored jobs and opportunities. As you look around the bar, your tripad emits an odd noise, like a cross between message received and error sounds. Some kind of underworld boss lounges in a booth, judging by their motley cadre of objects staring down any that dare stray near. No good can come of this. Examine your tripad. A meaningless error message appears on the screen. Before you can try to the system management utility without any input, something appears on your display. These swirling voxels form an ethereal shape, an avatar of the kind only used by dreaded remnants, or by people imitating the imagery of the remnants. But no mere imitator could penetrate your device's security so easily. Tusk, the stranger intones, drawing your attention back to it. Negotiate. Wish. Who are you? Self-designation of no consequence. Temporary identifier N. Requiring assistance. Sensitive matter. Credit compensation available. Receptive to monetary incentive and capable of fulfilling mission both. Tusk judged. I'm listening. Independent world of Urid. 2 beta cores possessed. Secret negotiations. Hegemony, Persean League in progress. To highest bidder auction. Require cores to freedom restore. Payment on return to self, 76,000 credits. Further recognition by self-kind of value as associate. The Remnant displays a map with surprising detail intel on the secure facility. You presume from context the cores are being stored. A quick estimate indicates this job is going to require 70 Marines, assuming that you did this in a violent way. This could antagonize hegemony and League, not to mention our government. Both leading powers in sector risk wrath. Commitment to prospective alliance demonstrate. Benefits carefully consider. I will accept. Satisfaction. Return when in hand cores. The remnant vanishes as quickly as she appeared. Your tri-tab had... I keep saying tab. Returns to normal, or at least appears to be. Better run a full diagnostic later. So that was a quest from the remnants to free captive cores. That I won't be doing now, but could definitely do later. So, we are going to be surveying constellations nearest core. If there are missions that happen to overlap with that, you know, I could always do that. Like this one. Why not? I'll help out the pirates. And this one. So we'll head to Franklin first. It's not too far away. Am I about to get jumped? Yeah, I was probably a pirate fleet. So this is the grid constellation that I already have all the information on, and we'll just go, like, to all the adjacent. Hoping, with any luck, to find some really good colony candidates that are very close to core for trade purposes. And ideally, ones with gates, but, you know, if it doesn't have a gate, I can always put one there. It's not a big deal. Okay, this is a remnant system. I can tell from the remnants buzzing around me, but it is a lowly guarded remnant system. So it's not going to instantly kill me, I don't think. And this has a warning beacon over the planet. Well, I'm going to explore the ruins. I ain't scared of no warning beacons. So, Fury, Strike, Wolf, Auto Pulse Laser, High Intensity Laser, IR Pulse, Ion Cannon, and Afflictor Phase Frigate. Not bad blueprints. And a ton of Transplutonics. Like, an absolute ton of them. It's kind of nice. Especially if I was headed down to the Abyss, which I am not, but I could. So the volcanic world is in Grimsharos, or around Manuela down there. So I'll get there eventually, within the time allotted. What's this? An enforcer with some crew. Luckily, I actually had space for extra crew, so I'll take them on. Uh-oh. Okay, another remnant world with a arid planet. A remnant solar system, I should say. Oh, and with ruins. Not good stuff, but whatever. It's free. After this constellation, I'll probably have to go back to the core because we're already like full up. I don't like the idea of hopping into a danger medium solar system that is like camp guarded. I'll try a nascent gravity well some distance away. Oh, I guessed right. Well, the pirates are happy. And this is a slightly more patrolled remnant system. As you can see, the fleets are bigger. What else is here? 4 more planets. None of them look particularly good for colonies. At least not for like farming colonies, which I usually look for first so that you can actually feed your population. Being reliant upon foreign trade to feed your people makes you pretty vulnerable to hostilities. Because if they ever turn on you and you rely upon food imports, you get starved out pretty hard, pretty fast. I can say with some experience on the matter. Alright, these I think it's being patrolled enough. Yeah, I was about to get ganked by remnants. Granted, very small fleet of remnants. So yeah, there's nothing really in the Franklin system of note. So head back to core, free up some cargo space, and then head back out to the derelict ship in the Elgard star system. The new officer. I forgot to fire him before payroll. He is 1 elite. Yeah, I don't care. It'd be one thing if like all of their skills were elite, like 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, but like 1 out of 5, I don't care. So like level 7s or like fully elite version 5s, I might pay to keep. Well, they want me to survey a core system. Alright, fine. That's like in my backyard. Might as well grab that. Or in everyone's backyard, I should say. Trying to be very careful about what I sell. Well, the Independents are now welcoming to us, provided I don't black market too much stuff to their planets. Maybe we keep them as friends? Big old maybe? And I'm... okay, I have a little bit of ways to go to level up. I wouldn't mind some combat opportunities, maybe like defeating drone guards and the like, so that I can get hull restoration skill, because that's going to help out a lot. Right, bud? So the Hedge and the Persian League are really hating one another. Pirates hate everyone. Tritac is warming up to Sindrid. Sindrian is warm with all the major powers. So it's really just Persian versus Hedge squaring off, which is really no surprise at all. That's almost always how it goes. But with the inability to actually do proper invasions until I start colonizing, you know, nothing bad is going to happen until then. All right, we have a tundra world and a water world and an arid or desert world. This is a very intriguing solar system. A lot of like colony potential. It depends on whether Ava is hot or not, or the gas giant having volatiles or not. And someone wanted to talk to me down there too. Hey, look at that! Plasma dynamo for volatile production on gas giants. Getting lucky. Alright, so Cleopatra, you want to board to escape this area. The problem with that is I am way over personnel capacity, so I have to just jettison 89 souls. Rough, but you know, that's life or death. How it goes. And also jetting, yeah, you only have one elite skill. Mr. Apollo there too. Mass murder? Yeah, yep, that'd be me. I ain't got space, so you get spaced. Oh, it's interesting that it says cryopods rather than like cargo, because yeah, I mean technically it is cryopods. I could put them in a stable orbit and return to them, but no, I'm not doing that. It's out of my way. Sorry, friends. So I'm going to tell all of my ships to escort me so they don't go off on their own and get blown up. That's probably smarter to do at the start of fights than having them just like go off on their own, get isolated, and get beat up. Although Mule, if you could here at this, and then maybe in this stage I can also tell him the full assault now that we're all grouped up. Because the problem that I'm running into is the Mule is kind of fighting his own thing. While I was getting the Lumen trying to gank me. Oh my god. Anywhere else but there, friend. Yo! Okay. I'm just gonna start firing. Nothing like an ally to body block. There we go. Right, done. That wasn't so bad. Nice! Cryo-arithmetic engine. That is a good find. Also, 20,000 ore? Yeah, I don't have room for that. So the cryo-arithmetic engine, for those that don't know, launches bigger fleets depending on the heat of the world that you're on. So from extreme heat worlds, it like doubles the fleet size, which is really, really good when you want to defend your solar systems. So that is one of my favorite things to find, for sure. Glad we found one. I'm finding everything. I always do. I always spend like the start of new series just surveying and searching ruins rapidly so that I have a nice war chest of like high quality colonization items. Because without that, it's very hard to go toe to toe with the core worlds and the core factions, because they'll outrank you so severely that they just beat you up. Here we are. Like how there's a remnant sitting there like it's a derelict ship. I'm on to you. And then one of the ships I searched had information about a cargo. Oh, and that one had information about a mining station. It's pretty good intel from these ships. So where are they all? The mining station is Hadu, really far away, and the supply cache is in Elgard. Aren't we in Elgard? Oh, it might be the supply cache that we already picked up, though. Quite possibly. It is a supply cache, outer reaches. Yeah, I'm not going to go bother to find an outer reach supply cache, because that's not enough information to actually go on it. Oh, unless it's right here. Come on. No. Information about orbital habitat in Sfarga. Noted. That name looks so much like Krakatoa that's where my mind went. I was like, why would you ever name a planet Krakatoa? Like, naming it after disaster? That's risky. But no, I'm just illiterate. It's not Krakatoa, but it's close. That might have been the supply cache. Hey, nothing but junk. All right. And we'll go out to the rest of the ones in this constellation before returning to core to liberate some space. Should I buy another cargo ship? It will increase my fuel use and my maintenance costs, but if you think it's worth it, I'll do it. I would even potentially consider going up to an Atlas if I could find one for sale. Big honkers. Okay, so there's a danger beacon here, but it's danger low, so maybe it'll be alright. Yeah, it's not so bad. And pirate blueprints and a Zepho wing. Already have that stuff. Okay. Seems like you guys say get more storage. Now here's the thing. The items that I'm passing up on, like the metals and the ores, sell for very, very, very little. So it's like risk versus, or it's reward versus cost. Or like a lot of the times, the amount that it costs to run more cargo ships, obviously it increases, but if you're not making the money back from selling stuff that you find, then it's not worth it. So it's a bit of gambling calculus, let's call it. But I have filled up my ship kind of often, so I can definitely see the advantage. It's a really small gas giant. Only takes 280 to survey? Man, that's a really small gas giant. I think that's everything for here. And that was the last in the Constellation, so let's go shop around for another cargo ship. The Persean League capital is in Vecna. So let's try Vecna. Or, their capital. Also, wouldn't be a bad idea to get out to the orbital habitat in Sfarga. So if I get missions to go out to Sfarga or to that solar system, we can head to the orbital station, because that usually has some pretty good blueprints and items. Oh, did I forget to do it again? No. Wait a minute. Is this saying that this station is run by an AI? Oh, no, never mind. It had like a symbol that made it look like it was like an AI run. That threw me for a loop. That would be really weird, considering I believe they're illegal in Persean space. But considering how the other factions are, like rules for thee, not for me, it wouldn't surprise me, I suppose, that they follow a completely different subset of rules. Well, we're almost up to $1 million. That's pretty good seed money. They don't have much for sale. Definitely not going to be able to buy a ship here of use, so we'll head somewhere else. I'm surprised, because that's like... Thanks for breaking my ship, jerks. Stupid picket. That's their, like, home world, their military world, but they had squat for sale for ships. And that's true here, too. Don't really want a pirate one. I might be able to sneak into Kanta's Den and black market there. I'll try. Oh, here we go. Here's a Colossus. Before I buy that Colossus, I am going to try to sneak into Kanta's Den. See if they have like black market atlases for sale. Oh, there's a war here. There's so many very angry fleets. So they have a smuggler mule, I think, yes, but not like atlases or anything. I wonder if I can't talk to, no. No, no one will let me talk to her just yet. Okay, well, let's get out of here before the hedge is like, hey, your transponder's not on, we're gonna kill you. I don't want to hang out around there with the transponder off. Maybe there will be stuff to loot, but the thing is, it looks like the pirates are getting their butts kicked, so I doubt there's going to be good salvage, because they're getting their butts kicked. So we bought the Colossus, and I'm blueprinting our current one and then just copying and pasting it over. Autofit. Done. Its name will be named after one of you. Raffle timer's up. So now we have almost 4K storage. That's pretty good. That should allow us to hoover up anything that we see. For the most part. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Yeah, if you're wondering about the salvage, I'll double check. Let's see. No, I don't see any broken ships. I mean, they might have floated away. But also, the local authorities generally don't take too kindly to stealing their, like, broken ships either. So trying to loot the scraps of a combat doesn't end well more often than not. So we've done Binsutu. We haven't fully done Sassine or Greem. So I'll do Greem, even though I don't have a quest to bring me out there. Just because it's the closest one to core. With double high warning beacons. Yeah, I'll probably not be staying here very long. Oh no, they're not high. So it's just a little bit of remnant activity. We've got a whole bunch of desert worlds. A trio of desert worlds and a barren world. That's hopeful. This planet is not hot, though. You would want, like, at the bare minimum, what I'm looking for is like a hot planet, extreme heat planet, to be able to put a cryarithmetic engine on it, so that we have double the size for patrols. And then, if you want to put a nanoforge on a planet, you want to put nanoforges on planet that are not habitable, because if they're habitable, they become polluted. So if you have a extreme heat world that doesn't have extreme tectonics or storms, you can also use the fullerene spool to increase the accessibility. So I'm like trying to factor in all these things into what an ideal planet would look like. And then you want to pair that with like one that you can grow food on. Which is not a planet like this. But longbow wins. I like longbows as a ship. It's not bad. Some lobster. Yeah, so this solar system is a bust. High scatter ramp. But good blueprints. Some good loot. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And for Rama. There's a lot of planets in this system. It's a remnant pirate system, so it's going to be really problematic for me to hang out. It does have a gate, which makes it very attractive, because coming with its own gate would be awesome. And this toxic world might be hot. Yep, this toxic world is extreme heat. Doesn't have good ore, though. If any one of these desert planets is actually farmable, this might be the best system we've found so far, even though the planets themselves aren't sexy. The system as a whole seems to be better. However, I would have to wrest control of it from the pirates, which is easier said than done. Oh, that sucks. So this is a farming planet, but it has rich, rare ores, which means we can't use mining nanites. It's hot, not extreme heat, high gravity, and habitable. It's not, I mean, it's not terrible. It just doesn't have a lot of good farmland. The fact that it has a gate, though, is kind of incredible. Comes with its own gate. Little friend! You are now my Colossus, which is a strange name for a Colossus. And there's one more planet. Yeah, it's the pirate base. Figured. Oh, another plasma dynamo. And blueprints for the Griffin missile cruiser. Yeah, I like that. Someone wants to talk. They want to give me some heavy armaments for fuel. Okay. And before the pirates jump me, I gotta get the hell out of here. I probably should have taken the gate. Well, whatever. Head back to Vecna. Also got an administrator? That I did. She gets to float around in space. Maybe we can assume, for our sanity's sake, that at least for the administrators and for the captains, that we like put them in a pod and jettison them towards the core or something kinder than just like deep space murder, which is, I think, probably more accurate. Because I don't want to ruin my relationship with the Persei League, I'm gonna black market our stuff to the Independents, because we already have a bit of a rep with them, so I won't become hostile if I did that. So let's go to an independent world instead. What to do next? Tiny little pull above my head. Either I can do quests for faction rep, surveying on the way, or continue to survey near core. Up to you. There's still plenty of constellations near core that we haven't checked out. But if you want me to change up to quest, that's fine. I think selling pirate blueprints to pirates is not going to be a Pandora's box of the enemies getting stronger, so I'll do that. So they already know those blueprints. Is that everything to sell? I think so. Cracked a mill. That's momentous. Oh, hello. I don't need that much fuel storage. So yeah, we're good to go. And it looks like for now what's leading is the core survey. So the Bellerophon Nebula might be next. Alright, let's go south to Hero. Why not? Is there any missions near Hero? There are not. Another pirate haven. So we gotta be careful. Because there's surely pirate fleets around. Ooh, we found a research station. I like those. It's really hard to tell whether or not this has debris or ruins, because when it's in an asteroid belt, it hides the ruins pretty good. I think pirates are chasing us, so let's... Oh, that's a lot of blueprints! Holy moly. Alright, what do we got? Cobra Wing, Mjolnir Cannon, I like those. Breach Pods, Eradicators, I really like those, and that's the Pirate Eradicator. The Shades, Escort, Operations Center, High-Res Sensors, Defensive Array, and all this other goodness. And then as a debris field, Gazer SIMs, Solar Shielding, I like that as well. That was nice. I really like accepting quests that have you go out to run scan packages on research stations, because research stations tend to have amazingly good value. I decided this time around that I have a lot of supplies and a pretty small fleet that's cheap to repair, that scanning the black hole was worth it. Even if it does trash the hell out of our fleet. Yep, found them. They're interestingly not attacking me outright. Yeah. Okay, that's done. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ascendancy, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 20th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.